What's going on, guys? My name is Cameron. Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we are in a new location. It's been a long time since I posted a video, and we have actually moved into our new house. We have tons of garage space as compared to the last house. We only had a 2-car garage. It's so nice having this. I can park my whole car in there and not have to share it with a whole bunch of stuff. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a couple parts that I received in a few boxes. We're going to be taking a look at some future videos that have to do with that little green car back there. We're going to be removing the seats in my car because I have some exciting things coming, and the lighting might be a little weird. Might be able to hear a lot of noise. It's really stormy outside today. So let's get into what's in this box. I received this box from LMR. It's upside down. I've been having a lot of problems with this car, with the front suspension. I had to replace the wheel hubs, and this is going to hopefully take care of a little knocking that I have when I reverse. These are brand new. Get that out of here. Lower control arms. So nice. They come with the ball joints already pressed in. I think this is what is causing that knocking noise when I'm in reverse or braking hard. It's bouncing back and forth and whatnot. It's OEM spec. Can't really beat that. I was going to go with the tubular ones if they weren't so freaking expensive. $300 for just a set of lower control arms, and I didn't really need them for a street-driven car, so that's nice. In this box, I've had this part for a very long time. They're actually wrapped up, but these are Maximum Motorsports solid motor mounts for a 2-valve. Now, if you guys have seen my previous videos, I don't have a 2-valve. This is a V6, and that might give you a little hint at something that's coming. But new lower control arms. Hopefully within the next week I'll be able to put these on, fix all that issue that I'm having with the car there. Last big update that we have is with this little green monstrosity. This is Kermit. 68 Volkswagen beach buggy that my family built over 11-month process. Found it in some dude's backyard. I'm going to go into a full in-depth review of this car. It is a ton of fun. Rear mounted motor, engine. Yeah. Hopefully looking forward to that one. If this stupid weather will clear up. I guess you can't see out there, but it's super windy. And the thing we're going to tackle today is we're going to be taking out these seats. Now over the winter, I had a little mishap. I tore that seat wide open. The crack is about that long, and it doesn't look very good. So I have things coming to fix this issue. We're going to remove them. These seats have never been taken out of the car, and I'd really like to get underneath here cleaned, really clean out the whole entire car and kind of refresh the carpet before anything happens. So I guess we're just jump right in. Perks of having a convertible, I don't have to mess with the roof. So I'm just going to get down in here and move this seat all the way back to expose the little bolts. One there, and then there's 2 more back here. So this is what we had to do so far. We had 2 Christmas tree clips there to remove these 2 plastic covers. Come back around here to expose our remaining back bolts. There's a piece of gum down there. Shows you how long it's been since these have been removed. And that would be never. They have never been removed. Alright, 2 15mm bolts later. Back ones are out. Time to move to the front. Alright. Look down there. Oh, you can't see anything. That's really dark. Anyways, 2 15mm nuts. That seat's ready to come out now. Just like that, one seat is out. Don't look too bad. Got our seat, got some junk down there, some coins up in there. Honestly, not too bad. Lots of space now, though. Go over here. This is the passenger seat. It's been used. There's some cracking there, but the seat's never ripped. Get that out of the way. in good shape. Not bad. Okay, I will be the first to admit I've had this car for 5 years. Those seats have never been removed. Now they are. Here's a better look at the rip. All the way across there. Anyways, seats are out. That means it's time to find all of the treasures since 2004 that have been sitting in this car. And I can tell you, they are plenty. This thing is disgusting. But I have a feeling that we're going to make some money. I can see quite a bit of it already. Let's see what kind of treasures that we can find. First thing that we find is a socket. I don't know if you can see that. There you can, right there. It's been snapped. Don't know how long that's been in there. Piece of paper, trash, receipt. Don't even know what that is. Trash. This is where it gets good. If you notice, there's a cover that goes over here. The little plastic cover covers that hole up. There is so much change. I think that's a key hidden under there. That cover doesn't do anything. When I first got this car though, I did tear it apart. I didn't take the front seats out, but I did take the back seats out. And underneath here, I found a high school photo of the previous owner and a phone. This phone was super old. It was flat on one side and you flipped it over and it was an iPod on the other side. It was one of the most random things that I've ever found. So I'm gonna just get into this, make a little money there, and see what else we can find. This is interesting, to say the least. It's a little hot in here, kind of dying in this sweatshirt, but let's see what kind of treasure we can find, and they are plenty for sure. Here we got the screwdriver. That was not here. We have a key. I don't know where that came from. 25, 75, $, 20, 30, 40, 45, 49 on this side, and 61 on that side. One of those is a wheat head penny, so that's pretty sweet. They sure love their McDonald's. Look at that. That's just shoved right in there. Got another penny note collection. I remember this. I went to the gym one day and I was doing an ab workout and I put a weight, just went back and forth, and I hit it right on my headphones and it snapped that piece right off, and I don't know why it's in the car. I'm pretty sure I threw it away, but I guess I didn't. So we're gonna move ahead and we're going to clean all that up, vacuum it out. If you're wondering where that camera angle came from, I have a GoPro mount on the bottom of my bar here. It's right there. They use for recording my Autocross. So, purpose of having a styling bar there is a GoPro mount. Gets perfectly the whole front end and out the windshield. So, let's get this vacuumed up and see what kind of difference we can make. You can't have anything go simple, right? One of my seats fell down in the poster. You can't see it, but it cracked that little front thing right there. Poor Jordan. It's not going to be perfect. Oh well, copy frame. Both seats are out. We got all of the treasures now. Get all that money that was hiding underneath these little plastic covers. For the time lapse you saw, we cleaned up the inside. We'll get to that in a second. This thing was brand new. It is now brown. That's nice and gross. Picture what that interior was, and now take a look at what it is now. Kind of hard to see it in there. See if we can get some light shining up in there. It is, there we go, much cleaner than it was. Carpets are still a little wet, that's why you're getting the weird reflection in it. But we got everything cleaned up. Go to the other side. Same story there. It's been a couple hours since we started this project, but it looks much better than it is, or than it was. That'll get all ready for the surprise we have coming. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it. The storm still rages on outside. Nice and windy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe. That's popping up on your screen now, and have a great rest of your day. See ya.